Hello guys, welcome to my first ever Pokemon post-narrated battle. And yeah, first post-narrated thing that will go up on my channel. Let's hear it for that. And today I have a very interesting battle for you. You're probably thinking, oh, OU, whatever, OU, Weather Wars, Weather Channel, whatever. But no, I like to be original, you see. And I have a very, very fun game I had. And it is NU. It's NU versus OU, and it has a very, very interesting end, and it probably would have ended up like this unless I didn't make this stupid play, which I will point out. So let's get this started. Now he is going to lead off with his Alakazam, and I'm going to lead off with my Emolga. You're thinking, Emolga? Stupid. But he goes for the Thunder Wave, which I thought was really odd. Because I've never seen that on Alakazam, so I just go for the Volt Switch to see what he's going to do. And I set up my Zebstrika. Now, this turn, I don't think he knows about my ability. If the thing would ever go. And he goes for the Thunder Wave, but I have the Lightning Rod, so I get a special attack boost. And I go for the Pursuit, thinking he's going to want to switch out. But he didn't, and that still did a lot. And I see here I have the leftovers. And I'm pretty sure I could take a Psychic from this. And I do, and I go for the Flame Charge. If I would ever get that far, but yeah. Getting a little ahead of myself here, but I now have the +1 speed, and the plus special attack. Now since I was Gengar. And I am pretty confident I can take this thing out with a Wild Charge. But I don't. It lives with about 30% left. And he goes to the Shadow Ball and kills off my Zebstrika, which is unfortunate. But what are you gonna do? It's NU versus OU. And now I'm gonna send out my Emolga again, I want to paralyze this thing. And he goes for the Destiny Bond. I don't know why, because I don't think even a Voltage could have taken it out. But I go for the Thunder Wave now to get him slowed down and paralyzed, so I can do more. Now he goes for a Shadow Ball, and that does a lot. I get that minus special defense, and I get the Para-Hacks, which sucks, because I think I went for the Volt Switch this turn, or something. Or Swag, I don't remember. But now it goes for the Shadow Ball and kills me off, which I'm like, great. Because this Emolga is a support set. I think it has Thunder Wave, Swagger, Volt Switch, and something else. But now I send out Swellow, which is like the MVP, and I go for the Brave Bird, because, you know, Brave Bird is a god move. I get with some recoil, and my Burn Orb will activate. And thanks to the ability Guts, it gives me a 1.5 boost and attack. Now he sends out his Arcanine. I don't know why, but here I decide to go for the Protect just to see what he's gonna do. I guess it's not that bad, but he goes for the Flare Blitz, which obviously I take no damage and he doesn't take any recoil. But here, excuse me for a second. But here I'm gonna go for the U-turn. I get a critical hit. That actually did a third of a health. Now I'm going to set up my Armaldo, thinking, okay, I'm going to be able to set up my rock. Seeing the Flare Blitz damage, I know I can take one. But here, he goes for close combat, and that doesn't do anything. And I'm like, oh, now I can try to kill him off. But because right here, I go for the Stealth Rocks. And I'm thinking, okay, with Leftovers Recovery, I'm hoping I can take one, because I carry Earthquake on this thing, since he has the minus defenses, but no, he kills me off with a Flare Blitz. I'm like, this sucks. I was hoping I could kill him off. Now here's where I make a really, really stupid play, and I send out Monferno. Instead of going for the Mach Punch, which I'm pretty sure would have killed, I don't. He hits me with a Flare Blitz. That does holy crap. And I go for the close combat, and I have Life Orb on this thing. I'm a mixed set, and if I didn't go for close combat this turn and went for Mach Punch, I think I would have won 1-0. But you will see what happens, even though I probably just revealed what you think is gonna happen now. But right here, I'm just like, screw it, I'm just gonna go for the Overheat. But he goes for Fly, and I'm like, why would you go for Fly? Like, I've never seen Fly on this thing. So I just leave it in to die, because it's dead anyways. And now this is the part where I'm like, crap, I'm probably going to lose. So I send out my Hypno. This Hypno is very specially defensive, and I'm confident I could take a Outrage, which I do, but not comfortably at all. I live with a quarter health, With leftovers, I'll get about a third left. Now here, I'm gonna go for the protect to get his outrage turns done, hopefully, and to get my wish back. Now, this is where I have to actually think, because right now I think he switches out. No, he's not choice scarfed or bandaged, but that's not the point. But he sends out his Zapdos now, and I'm like, okay, this thing is most likely bulky, so I go for the toxic, but I miss, and he goes for he switched out. I go for the toxic, predicting a switch. Then I go for the thunder, but he goes for the thunder, which misses, which I guess makes up for the toxic miss, which I hit now, which is actually pretty good, nice and whatnot. But now poison damage it's not really stally because it only lasts, I think, about 2 turns. So I go for the protect and see what he wants to do and to rack up some poison damage. He goes for thunder, which misses, which doesn't really matter because I protected anyways, and it wouldn't have done anything. Takes more poison damage. And here I'm gonna go for the seismic toss, I believe, but he goes for the thunder, and that does it does a lot. So I already figured it out that this wasn't a bulky set because it didn't have leftovers or life orb, which I'm assuming it's expert belted or something, or a mist-salved Pokemon. But I go for the protect just to let him die to poison, but it goes for the thunder wave, which is actually I thought, I'm like, oh, that's neat. I just didn't predict him to have that. But that worked too. Now his Zapdos dies. Now he sends back his Flygon. I'm like, okay, I'm almost positive from before that I can take an outrage, but he gets a crit, and I'm like, ugh, because I'm pretty sure from before I could live that, maybe barely, but I could have gotten a wish off. But now I send in Swallow, my last Pokemon, and I go for the Brave Bird. I'm like, okay, I lost. I was thinking, okay, I probably lost, because but then I remembered his last Pokemon is a Venusaur, but he didn't bring Sun, so he has Chlorophyll. I'm like, okay, a Brave Bird can take this thing out, which it does. But this is how it ends. It's a tie, because with Recoil, I kill myself, and I killed his last Pokemon. So, NU versus OU, the results, it was a tie. Yeah. Now, I love using NU Pokemon, and the fact that I did this in OU, and the fact it tied, which ties are rare, and seeing NU versus OU is also somewhat rare. I thought this was a really good battle, and I thought I had to upload it. Rate, comment, subscribe. If you want to battle me on PO, I'm usually on the Pokemon Online server. I'll go on Smokin' occasionally. My username is only Mr. Silver 871. You could probably find me. You can battle me if you want, and you pick. Tell me if you want to see more battles like this, because I could probably get more of these, or different tiers, or maybe actually be on the same tier. But later, guys.